So hey everybody, I'm back here at Campervan Kevin's RV home base here near Athens, Georgia, and I've got a fun project to restore the exterior of my RV. It's something that I actually got from one of Kevin's videos. I'm going to try it here for the first time on Yoda. Let me show you what we're working with here. As you can probably tell, when I wash the cab area of the RV, since it's paint on metal and it still has its clear coat, it's easy to make this shine and look awesome, right? But on the rest of the RV part, it has completely lost its shine, although you might not be able to tell here in the sun. Let me go over here. It's hard to show this in the sun, but there's no gloss left anymore. And I don't even know when it actually happened, but this RV, the exterior is not glossy or clear coated anymore at all. Actually, I think it's easier to see on this side with the shade. There is no gloss at all on this fiberglass. Yes, it is painted. Yes, it has decals from the factory here, as well as my vinyl decals on it. But it's just not shiny anywhere on the RV. Now, this is still a day away from even getting to it, but I want to show you the product that I'm using. Kevin swears by this stuff, the Zepp Wet Look Floor Polish. You're going to find on YouTube a lot of review videos. There are a lot of RVers and boat owners out there who have used this product on this because it even works on plastic. It works right over the decals. It works great on the fiberglass and stuff, and it really gives it that shiny, wet look all the time. I've just never done it with the RV, but it's not ready for that yet. And the main reason why it's not ready for that is because this needs a good, deep clean. We've got to get off all this dirt, all the grease, all these imperfections. As we look down here, all of this needs to be gone. It needs to be a very clean surface. In other words, doing my normal wash on this RV that I usually do once a week with soap and hot water is not going to cut it, but that's where I'm going to start with. After I do my normal wash, I'm going to take this stuff. I got this at a hardware store, Home Depot I think, Crud Cutter, for removing goo, gum, grease, and more. And I'm going to get a hard bristled brush and go after the really hard spots that are really stained with grease and dirt. Once all the washing and prep is done, I'll be able to wait a day, come back at it tomorrow, and we're going to start applying the wax, as you might call it, but the floor polish. And it's going to be anywhere between 4 to 8 coats. And the coats dry within 30 minutes. So it is going to take a full 2 days for me to get this process done. But I'm excited to see the difference, and I'm excited to see what you guys think. So I got this side washed and deep cleaned with the brush. So if we look in close, all the edges are clean now, free of dirt and grime and grease. All the gasoline underneath the cap is gone. But as this side begins to dry, you can already see how flat it is. There's just no gloss, except for where the water still hasn't quite dried there. And the goal here is once we get enough coats of this floor wax on there, well, we'll go up here. We want it to have this kind of a look. This is just water, obviously, but that's the goal there. To not have the... See that? That's not very cool. We want this to be glossy. So, that's the goal. Alright, so I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said it was going to take all day to clean this the way I want to. And now that this side is dry, you can really tell that there's just no shine. This side is still drying. Same thing, let's see here. Yeah, see? And I literally scrubbed every inch of this RV, except the roof, with this. And it took a very long time, but I mean, we used to have dirt around all those locks and everything, and it just looks absolutely clean as heck. Because any dirt that I didn't clean off, or any gunk, or anything I might have missed, once you put wax down on that, it's pretty much there forever. So, really, this front top was the hardest. Do you guys remember what this used to look like? You don't even, like, recognize this, huh? There's no fly guts, there's no dirt up there. It is absolutely mint condition up there. The cleanest it has ever been since I have owned this RV. It's about 5 o'clock now, so tomorrow, that's the other weird thing about this time of year. I'm going to wake up and there's going to be moisture on the outside of the RV accumulated because of the cold temperature here in Georgia. So I'm going to have to wait until the sun comes out and probably not start this until noon. And the directions say that you need to allow each thin layer to dry for 30 minutes before applying the next layer. So I figure I can get in a good 4 to 8 coats. We'll just see how it goes. But this RV is going to transform really quick, and it's going to be really nice to have it shiny again. So good morning, guys. It's the next day here, and it's about 10 a.m. Just been waiting for the actual physical surface of the RV to warm up a little bit because it got so cold last night. Just want to make sure that it's a little closer to 60, 70 degrees on the actual surface here before we start. Gives me a little bit of time to look it over and see where we're at. I'm mostly happy with how clean it is. Kevin pointed out how bad the sealant is around that vent right there, so before we apply the wax stuff, I am going to chip that away and clean that up because I don't want to put the wax over that and have that permanent like that. And I don't even know why it got dirty. It went on clear. It's really strange. So the back of the can says that it needs about 30 minutes between coats. But basically, since I'm working on such a large area and going to be wrapping around the entire RV, I'm going to be able to start on one side and, you know, start at the top, go to the bottom, and wrap myself around. Well, by the time I'm just working around, there isn't going to be any stopping because by the time I get back around to where I started from, it'll at least have been 30 minutes and I'll be able to apply the second coat and just keep this rotating throughout the day, no matter how long it takes. I'm not going to film the entire process. I might show you one section of the RV just to show you how I do it. Going to be using microfiber cloths to do it. I'm not going to be mixing it with any water, just going to be trying to get as thin a layer of the material as possible on each coat. Alright, so I got that vent all cleaned up. I left a little bit of the old silicone around the edge. That way if I want to later, I can still go over and reseal it right over the wax sealant that we're going to do today. So Kevin didn't give up with the yellow look on there. He has carefully got some fine sandpaper up there, just taking off the layer of whatever that mold or stuff was, and as you can see, got the color back up there, so it's working. So this is 3 coats all the way around. We'll get up to it and look up. That's 3 coats. There's still going to be some imperfections, or it's not going to be perfect by this point. We're just going to apply maybe 2 more. Actually, it does look really good, huh? Wow, what a difference. Yeah, we're aiming for 5 coats, and we're going to take our time on the 5th coat and make sure we get everything good. Here we go on the rear, right over the decal, everything. Looking good, looking really clean. Alright, so that is coat 5. Trying to get some sun here so you can see it. Well, I think we got it, guys. What an improvement. The back side now. Come around to the other side here.
We're not even in the sun.
Nope.
And it's not fully, this coat's not fully cured. It will get shinier.
Right, we just finished this last final 5th coat here.
Took us, for every 3 coats, took us an hour.
Go to the front and look. The sun's not really cooperating for the front cap there, but I think you can see the gloss. Pretty darn clean. And then one more look on the passenger side here down. Yeah, well, we'll see how she dries, but that made a huge, huge improvement. You can see it is glossy. About 65 degrees. So, I mean, this is so weird, because my entire RV was so flat before. That is amazing. You don't even got to buff it out. It's just magic. Man. I am very happy with this. Oh my gosh. Jeez. That came out way better than I expected, actually, to be honest. It only used about, geez, maybe 1/5 of this for that, so yeah, not bad. It's also going to make cleaning this a lot easier, because this part gets really dirty from the front tires kicking up right there. But yeah, man. It just looks like a brand new RV on the outside. Whew. So there you go. I'm a believer. This Zep floor polish works great on an RV. I'm not the only one that does it. Like I said, Kevin's the one who showed me how to do this. I really appreciate his help. Knocking this out with 2 people is a lot easier, but you can do it with 1 person. Just don't be in a rush and let each coat dry. And I think this is going to look really good when we get out to some sunny places on the road. So, gets my approval.